Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Cutlass Board Games channel, and welcome back to the Diablo 2 Hardcore Modded Run. We're playing the Assassin, which seems to be doing the best so far. We've already had our Sorceress die and our Druid die. We're currently using Wake of Fire. I have played the Assassin before and done Lightning Sentry, but I didn't want to just, comfortably pick the same thing every time I play the game. So we're trying out Wake of Fire, and we're kind of doubling down with some of the other choices that we make, because one of the mods adds this huge crafting element to the game where I can just add a lot of other random skills from other classes, such as Warmth, which I picked up to help with the mana regen. And I've also, in the last episode, we picked up Holy Shield. But the problem is Holy Shield's duration is only 30 seconds. So I have to keep remembering to be pressing this button, otherwise it's not going to be very helpful overall. But to get those skill bursts, it costs so much gold. So we're trying to get as much gold as we can. That's why I have these grand charms to give me extra gold. So I'm working on that. And then in the last episode as well, we defeated Izuwa. And I'm trying to... Did I get the waypoint? I did. I'm now trying to clear through the next area, hoping that I can get to the Soul Forge. And I am very sleepy. I am unfortunately very sleepy. I've been working very hard lately. Also, this is being recorded in February. To give you an idea of how far in advance I've recorded stuff, I committed to doing a video every single day for 2025. And at the time of recording, I have about 170 videos scheduled in the queue. Which is kind of crazy, but it is the easiest way to guarantee a video every day is to do a lot of content, when you are in front and have energy and stuff for it, and then try and just keep up with like maybe one or two things a week so that you can do it. And part of the reason why I'm doing series like this one, like the Diablo Let's Play, I did the 8th Escape, Let's Play, we did Path of Exile 2, which is now concluded, but I'm literally recording this in February, so all 50-something episodes of the Path of Exile Let's Play were recorded in pretty much just December, when I was like, well, I'll convert my backlog into daily uploads, because I knew I had some in advance and I could make it happen. But I'm unfortunately worn out. It's not a thing that I genuinely recommend to people. A lot of YouTubers, like, I don't know, the advice I tend to get from things this mix as to how to make things work. At the time of recording this, I have 580 subscribers. I hope that in August, September actually, I hope by September, by the time this goes live, that's drastically changed. But most of the time, YouTubers would be like, do better editing content, focus on upskilling and stuff like that. And I'm kind of doing a mix. I have some stuff that's focusing on me upskilling. Like I just released a fully edited and scripted Balatro inspired board game video. I made a card game that plays like Balatro, and it's doing pretty well. At the moment, it's at 1,000 views. It's only been up for a couple of days, 2 days I think. Which is pretty good for performance on my channel. And so, and that took a week and a half to make. It took a lot of prep time. And I had to wait for a specific playtesting event where I wanted to go and play the game and get pictures and stuff. It normally doesn't take that long. But it means that in between doing the bigger, better stuff, I can have other long-running series. Like, I would say Blood on the Clock Tower is a long-running series, but I really only just play it once a week and record multiple games. Whereas playing stuff like this, doing the Let's Play, lets me, I can kind of turn my brain off and play Diablo 2. I've put thousands of hours in this game. I know what I'm doing. I'm remembering to use Holy Shield. And then I can have this going up twice a week alongside other content. Kind of people that like this thing in particular, people that just want to see me doing goofy stuff, and kind of see it all come together. I'm really getting into just modded content, looking at how communities change the content in games. because it is interesting. It's a form of game design, and nowadays we're actually seeing a lot of modders using that skill to develop games. We had a Mario 64 modding community game come out, so for all the physics and stuff are the same as Super Mario. So if you're a big Super Mario fan, it'll feel similar, right? And then all of these skills that they learn from working on Mario mods, you know, turned into useful skills to make in their own game. And I think it's kind of the same thing. It's all professional development, and eventually you get your skill set to a spot where you can monetize on it, either from being hired or from creating a project yourself, right? And that's kind of what I'm doing, trying to capitalize on some of the skills that I have through using YouTube, but also like trying to create commentary that provides, you know, a skilled outlook on game design. I didn't think anyone can be doing game design. I'm trying to get my block rate up because it's currently at 37%. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. I also don't think there's a lot of modded content on YouTube. We see like a lot of, you know, like actual YouTubers doing challenges, or Point Crow for a lot of time was like, hey, you know, cool content that we made with this particular mod, but then it just gets seized and taken down. Like, oh, I died. I'm playing Diablo 2, a thing that I don't think Blizzard gives a shit about. And we'll see. If it's a problem, I'll happily delete the series. It's literally just filler. It's filler because it's something I enjoy rather than something I can specifically contribute. A lot of the game design content that I make is because that's literally my field of expertise. And I can then go and, you know, just continue doing that. It's not like Diablo 2 is my whole channel. But as a game designer, Diablo 2 is part of my experience history. It's probably, at the time when I was playing it, my #1 played game. And it's possibly the game I put the most hours into in total. Maybe second to League of Legends, unfortunately. Anyone that plays League of Legends is a cry for help. League of Legends could fix all of its community's toxicity if they just literally did a collab with BetterHelp Online and had a plug-in where if you're abusive in chat, all of your opponents are removed from the chat room. You're put in a special chat room with the therapist instead. It would just change the world so much, which would be really funny. But seeing how, and like League is a great example, not because League is specifically a good game, but because League has gone through many updates and many evolutions and many choices and changes, which we can learn from. Like, in some ways, learning from shit games is better than learning from good games. Learning from good games allows you to try and emulate what they've done for their success, but you can never be better than they were. Learning from shit games will teach you what is missing and what they should have done and what new and inspiring things you could be doing. Blood on the Clock Tower is a fantastic example of this because Werewolf is an incredibly bare-bones game, and in playing Werewolf you go, well, I wish this wasn't a problem, or I wish they had this, or I wish they had this, and then Blood on the Clock Tower was created where when you die you are not politely asked to leave the event, and you are able to vote and still solve the puzzle of the game all the way up until the very end. Which is like basically in direct conversation with how Werewolf is run. And I think that it shows how those two games work in conversation. This is junk. I need to pick up a super mana potion or something. I'm trying not to use my rejuve stuff for just like maintenance. It's just not efficient. I want to use my rejuve potions because I'm about to die and I'm screeching and panicking. need them to drop one. I also need to go revive my follower. Maybe I should just go back to town. Because I always get worried about having an XP disparity.
What do you need?
So this. Get my mana back. Sell these. That was unidentified, but it's whatever actually.
Greetings.
Hello, Deck. Okay. Okay, because he's just hit level 30. I'm level 31. I need to get to level 36 to get Fire Mastery, which is going to be like a 30% damage boost, which is going to be kind of crazy. And so hopefully I can get more levels of Fire Mastery, maybe more levels of Warmth or something like that, so that I can not be constantly on 0 mana. Would be nice. So far, this build is pretty straightforward. This character has not been giving me any grief. But I just run out of mana very quickly. And I'm trying to keep my Holy Shield uptime, but 30 seconds is so short. Yeah, Mana Shrine's pretty good. I've gone the wrong way. Fuck. Normally the Forge is down. Well, I don't think you could say it's normally in any particular direction, but I think that it's normally down. So it must be all the way at the top here. That's okay, a little bit of backtracking. But yeah, literally the reason why I'm specifically recording this episode now is because the last couple of days I've been working so hard, I've been so exhausted. So I juggle so many things that I haven't been sleeping at night, and I've been having a big afternoon nap instead, and it's just completely destroyed my sleep pattern. Which has been a bit rough. Wait, this isn't it. I'm doing my best to resist the urge to sleep by doing more work stuff. It's kind of a... It's not quite like a double-edged sword. It's like a double-edged sword that had additional edges. I really am just doubling down on it being bad, but... it's the reason why I work so hard, and it's because I like what I do. I can't really complain. Working in games is fun and rewarding. I actually do enjoy doing stuff for YouTube too. What the hell is up here? At the top left. Or is it down from here? I really did just map the entire area, didn't I? Okay, there's a couple of guys here. Hell yeah. So one of the mods is a pack density mod, and boy does it make the game more fun. Especially in these later levels when there's just like tons of things. Inventory space. Opens. Okay. Because we're about to crack Mephisto's Soulstone, hopefully. Get some runes and some gems. I think if I'm lucky, I might be able to get a shield upgrade. I need to find a 4-socket shield. I wonder if I have a crafting recipe that will add 4 sockets to a shield for me. What? Oh, that's the guy himself. With a fucking holy frost aura. Jesus. I didn't even realize. Okay. So we have the Hellforge hammer. And we look at the hammer. And when you see that it has durability 33 or 55. And the cute trick is that if you go and repair it, the stuff that you get will be of better quality. Yes. Excellent. Which is such a weird thing. I only found out about this like modernly. Like this is something I'd never discovered on my own. Because D2 was like the big game that I just did solo play. And then I played mods for it. I played a mod called Scrabble mod, which added so many hours of gameplay to the game. And I completed every single character to level 255 and did the end game quest that they had added, which is kind of cool. Okay, you would. Ow. Stop shooting that shit at me, that would be nice. I'm just gonna quickly clear out the area. I can't carry anymore. Two sockets, defense 29. Might actually be good. I know there is a 2-socket rune word. However, I could make it. Neft tier. I could make it, but it lowers your gold find. And gold find is like deeply important to me right now. Okay. Perfect topaz. And an F room. It's a little bit underwhelming. I was hoping for better runes, but I got pretty good gems. So I think that's okay. Let's see. Let's just pull everything out. So, gems. A lot of amethysts. Topaz is better magic find. I don't have anything that's got sockets that I could valuably put it in. You've got some diamonds. Diamonds is good because you put them in a shield that gives you extra resistances, which is what I have done so far. Too many tier runes. Okay. I might put some of these. That's totally not going to be annoying later. Grab these. Chests. Okay. Congratulations, Zero. Well, yeah, okay. Put my charm back. Okay. So I'm keeping jewels because they show up in some of the crafting recipes. I'm just going to sell everything else. Now it's time to go and fight Diablo. Which should work out fine. Repaired stuff. So now... Is it this? Yeah. Extra gold 10%. So my goal is to grab extra gold 10% a bunch of times as an investment now. Ramp up my actual gold generation so that I can start buying like actually the more expensive stuff. There's this, which is the plus all skills. You can put this on any item that has slots in it, but if you'll see I'll duck down a little bit. It costs $3 million. I only have 100,000 right now. But 100,000 can fortunately get this add 10% extra gold find. And I'm putting it on here, I'm stacking it on this Charm of Warmth for the moment. Because adding extra gold find doesn't increase the level requirement, and it has a level requirement 15. Whereas this has level requirement 30 because the Holy Shield. But the Holy Shield has so far been underwhelming. Oh, actually, I did this wrong. I wanted to use the waypoint and come back to the River of Flame. Talk to Hadriel. Hello. So I'm level 31 and I've got to get to level 36 for my next big power spike. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen before we fight Diablo. This area is a little tricky because my traps don't shoot across very well. Well, at least the Inferno does, but Wicker Fire, my one that actually does good damage, doesn't. Wasn't that one already? But if they were running me in a line like this, then it's not bad. So I'm at 15,000. I need to get to 100,000 for my next gold finder upgrade. I really don't quite understand why the AoE fire attack does more damage than the direct flamethrower one. When the direct flamethrower one says it's doing 600 damage per second, this is doing 145 per hit. So they have to be getting hit by every single wave, which is not a fast thing. Sorry. He dropped something, but it's just a shield. Okay. Trying to play it safe because there's a lot of guys here. Trying to play it safe. I'm still running low on mana constantly. I don't need the axe. I'll pick up a healing potion, sure. Trying to get. Let's just use it straight away, shall we? Because you got set on fire. There's a lot of poison here with the maggots. Wish my follower was a little bit more proactive. Bro, get in there. Your whole job is to fight these guys. Okay, pick the dead end, but it's kind of worth it for XP. Okay, I didn't struggle at all with Mephisto, so I'm assuming I'm not going to struggle with Diablo. I wonder if that is naive, but I'm thinking I should be fine. And then, which means that when we come back and do Nightmare difficulty, I will actually hit the 36 to be able to get Fire Mastery. Which means I'll have Fire Mastery for like the Den of Evil or something. Maybe a little bit later. We'll have it for Andariel, definitely. But hopefully I can get, I don't know, level 2, level 3s. Maybe another Holy Shield. Okay, there's a lot of guys in here. I can't see them at all. Okay, man. I'm gonna have to go back and get him in a second. This area's got a lot of guys in it. Light gauntlets. Okay. Again, all the guys, Jesus Christ. Portal Shrine, that's really funny actually. Okay, look, we take those. The game was like, go and get your follower. I'm like, fine.
Hail to you,
I want to ID. That's really funny. They're both bad, honestly. Whew. Okay. That was worth the gold spent, for sure. IDing any item is like, is this going to be worth more than the cost of the scroll? Oftentimes, no. Like, resurrecting my guy is expensive, though. Jesus. I really would appreciate it if he wouldn't die so much. Alright. This is funny to me because most speedruns are like, we have to complete the game in time to get a new world record. Whereas I'm like, I have to complete the game in time for me to not fall asleep at my desk. Let me tell you, I'm struggling. Drinking Coke strat, not helping. Also, energy drinks don't do anything for me. All it does is raise my heart rate. And hay fever, a thing upon which I'm a chronic sufferer, having a higher heart rate just makes you sneeze. I don't know if this is scientifically accurate, but from personal experience as a person who sneezes about 12 times a day, I can tell you that when I'm sitting still and I'm not moving and my eyes are closed, I am sneezing less than when I'm moving around doing stuff. Is there a mana potion? Yes. Yes, let's pick some of those up, shall we? The gold acquisition in this place in particular is horrible. Why is it so bad? It would be cool to be able to design a game like this. But I don't have the skills to code one. Or even just make a mod. Making a mod for this where I like rebalance things or add new skills or something like that would be really cool. Where I can come through and be like, you know, what if it did this? What if it did this? Would be kind of sick. I also like the idea of adding upgrade systems to games. Because the core upgrade system in Diablo 2 is really just what you're spending your skill points on and your stat points on, and then whatever gear that drops. One of the things that Scrabble added was the crafting system was so advanced that you could change stuff so gratuitously that you had so much more control over what things made you more powerful. And I like Bellatra, how Bellatra is like, here's a specific thing. Like, planets will upgrade the multiplier of specifically which hand you are playing. Whereas, like, instead of something like Fire Mastery being a skill, because Fire Mastery is something only this sorceress has access to, naturally, being like, well, the assassin has fire skills. The druid has fire skills. Why do they not? You know, why do they not also get something like Fire Mastery? And in theory, the maths of it is balanced so that they don't need it, but we want to go big. We want to go infinite, you know? Bigger number, better, better person. Stupid magic spirit things are really annoying. Because they do a lot of damage. Also, they make a noise as they travel. No good loot so far either, and the gold find is really low. Fuck. I wonder if that's like a rarity of monsters thing, or just because I'm at the entrance and the beginning guys aren't very good. You get a level up though. So what's that, 32? Okay. Look, I really want to put it in Wake of Inferno because that gives me an extra, what, 80, 90 per second? Yay. What does that even accomplish for me? Instead, Wakefire just does tons of damage instead. Well, in 3 levels, Wakefire will be max level, and then I'll have to put them into Inferno. And I'm kind of using both of them at the same time. But okay. Increasing my mana, it's not helping that much. I really should put more points into Vitality. Put my shield back on. Okay. I want to go and resurrect my follower, but if he's just going to die again immediately, it's just too expensive at that point. I wish you would stop that. The homing spirits are very annoying. I thought I put a trap there that was going to kill you, but apparently not. That's okay. The spirit thing that chases you around makes this low ringing noise the entire time. Okay, whatever the hell that was nearly killed me. Sheesh. Oh, fuck off. Just put this damn thing in my belt. Surely we have a... Wait, check these shields. Do we have a 4 socket? 3 socket? 3 socket chance to block 33%. Strictly worse than my large shield. I think I keep it anyway, just in case. Check the ring. Ring is dog shit. I would like to find just, you know, a healing potion. Suppose not. There's a Thule rune. I didn't see that before. Grand Charm. I think at this point, there's not really any charms that are going to be good for me. I'm kind of sitting here on half health, hoping that they'll drop a healing potion, so I don't have to use a rejuvenation one. It means I have to outrun the spirit. Grab this hatchet, because it's probably sellable. Use the super healing potion finally. Plus 4 to strength, it's kind of whatever. Okay. There's a ring. Rings always sell good. So good. Now there's going to be a guy, a whole pack of guys summoned here that's going to try and kick my ass in a second. You don't want to get hit by the aura if I can help it. Okay. Got some potions for me too, which is nice. Grab the crystal sword, put that in the cube. This stuff sucks. We're at 42,000, so we're not quite at enough to grab another gold upgrade. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, not the Crepify. Ah, okay. Getting my move speed reduced to like 1 is really brutal. What's really interesting to me about this game is they designed a whole bunch of things and then they created enemies that can use those things against you. Like there's enemies that will use all the necromancer spells on you, but it's like, what? When have I ever wanted to use necromancer curses, realistically? They're like way more annoying to receive than to deal. Because they don't really kill things. It's supposed to be a supplemental thing where like your minions are fighting and then you use the curses to make the minions win fights easier. It doesn't quite work like that. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I was looking at my inventory, if you wouldn't mind interrupting. We've got 4 levels to go, so we really are going to get it in the beginning of the next act. That's okay. Come on. Leave me alone. Stop shooting that electric, whatever it is. Cracked shield is probably not going to sell very good. Good block right there. We get an F rune. Okay, another curse on me. Halfway to the next gold upgrade. So far so good. Now we have to fight Lord Decease, which should be fine. I can sail over here and he can't really get to me. I think I got them all actually. Do I need to go back to town just yet? I have so much free space. Oh my god, I'm so sleepy. If I'm gonna get through the day without having an afternoon nap, I need to stay up for like 5 more hours. And it feels like a war. It is not easy. I'm so tired. But I guess we can talk about it now that this is going live in September. This is what's happening in January. We have been working on All Rest In, which is a project I'm working on at Chaffel Studios, a game studio that I created with a friend of mine. I met through like our friend group playing board games. We like started hanging out playing League of Legends together, and after years of playing League together, it was kind of like, hey. She pitched the idea of the game to me, and I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And then we ended up forming the studio, because it was like, well, if we can handle being a duo bot lane for this long, we can probably handle running a business together. Which is deeply funny to me, and so far everything's been going well. We are about a year into development here at the time of recording, and it's like a tavern sim, dating sim kind of a game, where you are running a tavern and adventurers come and visit you and tell you stories about their travels, or at least it is at the moment. I don't know how much it could possibly change between now and then. But I've been spending so much time coding on it. There's so much more actual game development skill involved than I have ever used before on anything, which is why I'm a bit, I don't know, burned out's not the right word, but like over leveraged maybe, because I've just been working so hard on it. But also it has like required me to learn so many new skills to make it work. I think Diablo is just gonna kick my ass, but we'll see. Might be really easy if he doesn't even come and fight me. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, let's not get hit by the lightning. All on my own. Weirdly easy. You didn't even hit me with anything. Alright, so I totally forgot about Act 5. I'm actually gonna get to Act 5 and I should hit level 36 in Act 5. Do I want to pick up a Barbarian is the question. I am going to unfortunately resurrect my guy. I want to talk to you, Dekacane. I want to go to Harogath. Okay. Don't need to watch the cutscenes again. We've seen it all before. But yeah, Winning Love by Daylight was the visual novel dating sim that I created, and then we wanted to make something so much more ambitious than that, which is kind of crazy. He doesn't sell anything special, which is kind of crazy, and it's meant that I've had to go and learn a lot of new skills. I wanted to maybe keep that one, which is. Some of it's just like troubleshooting, which is fucking exhausting. But most of it is like I get to explore some cool ideas, I get to do some cool graphic design stuff, I get to, you know, work together with people to get ideas on how to solve problems and like that kind of stuff I really like. Following a tutorial and then nothing working is frustrating, which is some of what it's been like. So get rid of this ring, get rid of this ring, this one sucks, this charm sucks. You can go everything else back in the good old stash. I'm gonna need to clean up some of this soon. So I have a Ral. Pretty sure 3 Rals makes an Ort. Makes an Ort, and I need an Ort, and I need an Amn. I didn't actually end up getting strength to wear my new special belt, and I probably should have been. Kind of annoying. So let's talk to... Anya's not here, she's been held hostage. We could get a barbarian follower instead. Oh, this guy's got junk on. Hello. Do you have special stuff? No. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Alright, well let's go and kill Shank the Overseer. Clear out the...
You'll pay for your atrocities, Van.
Seems fine. Wake of Fire just better. Oh, okay, well, I'm already poisoned, I might as well keep going. Because I want to pick up all that gold, baby. all that glimmers. That poison's actually done so much damage to me. And for so long. I think our most is XP, realistically. Because there'll come a breakpoint where I'll be able to have access to everything. Because my level will be greater than the minimum requirement for the things I'm trying to add. Which I think will make a big difference. But I want to increase my gold income so that I can get them more than once every 2 episodes. Which is kind of a big deal, I guess. Okay, spend as much mana as I can, then I'm going to cover it. Okay, almost at the end of the foothills. I think this area is cool because you have the NPCs that fly with you, which is something that they do very frequently. I think it's a cool concept. Considering the Necromancer just can have an army of things that fights for them, it's like, why not have NPCs that I can hire and come fight for me? Oh wait, I have a hireling. What about NPCs that... you know, like, it seems weird that they're like, look, the whole world hinges on us defeating Diablo. It's like, well, send more than one guy. I don't think that's a hot take. And I know in theory this is supposed to be, you know, you have the ability to play multiplayer. It is true. But you cannot play it modded multiplayer. Unless if you both have the exact same lineup and then you use something that creates an online environment for it. I have played off ladder multiplayer before using Hamachi Log Me In, I think it's called. Something like that. I don't think it exists anymore. And it just basically let you connect so other people do have to play the game together. I don't know, does that show my age? I'm just out here revealing shit. They all explode. I need to stop opening the barrels. They just explode. Which I've done a few times because I was playing modded Diablo. What is this trap doing? Brother, stop shooting that shit directly into the wall. It's not helping. I need mana. 2-socket Great Helm. I should pick up stuff for my new barbarian follower. Might not be a bad idea. I don't know if I want to keep this guy. Now the reason why the Act 2 follower was so popular is because if you got a Colossus Bulge, the elite version of the Bulge, I think it's the most elite one, with 4 sockets, you could get, I think it's Infinity, the rune word, which would give them an equipped aura that lowers the resistances of things near you, which is a big damage upgrade. And it would potentially work on this character also, but I can just corrupt an item that's going to have him holding the level 1 conviction and potentially upgrade it forever. I don't know how high it goes, but I think there is a verticality to it. And poison is kicking my ass today. Now, from memory, killing Shank would often freeze the game because it has to load the cutscene Oh, it didn't explode. It has to load the cutscene of all of the catapult shots hitting his location. But I don't know how likely that is to happen on the remastered version. And again, I would have done this challenge on the original Diablo 2, except it's not very stable on my computer. And Scrabble, the mod that I would like to play, because I think it's the greatest there ever was, has a specific, unique problem where
Your command has ended.
it will sometimes crash. My favorite crash, and because the way the game works, whenever a minion dies, it will randomly cast a spell. And one of the spells on the list, I can't remember if it is just everything or if there is actually a curated list, but one of the spells they could cast was Barbarian's Leap, which would crash the game because there's no animation for monsters jumping, which I think is really funny. It's just like a fun fact. Because when it comes to game development, some of the goofy problems that you encounter are kind of exactly like that. Okay, cool. So I need to come back and rescue Anya. But not yet. But soon. I can't quite remember the order of things. And how I'm supposed to do it. Here's a plated belt. I don't think it has sockets in it. It's ethereal. I do want a plated belt real bad. Throwing spear. Okay. I'm getting close to level 33, which is nice. I might have to go and clear out my inventory in a second. Avenger Guard. And a circle. Avenger Guard is a barbarian specific helmet. And has sockets in it, which means it might sell for a nice amount. They're dropping a lot of gold. Picking up shit. Okay, get to replace my potions I spent immediately as my level up. Nice little morning star. And crystal sword.
I can't carry anymore.
I did think I'd be able to carry the crystal sword as well. This way. Okay, let's portal Telly back. I need to talk to some people.
Good afternoon.
That wasn't particularly what I wanted. So Larsak now can add sockets to something. But to what? I don't have anything good. Let's do my skill first. So I think the plan is we just go to level 20 Wake of Fire. I need to get my strength to 60. Let's take a cane. There we go.
Hi, Mike. Afternoon.
Hello, Neil Thack.
Well,
Sign this. Put this away for the minute. Okay, I need to figure out how I'm gonna fit all these things in my inventory to sell them. We got so many good gems.
Afternoon.
It sells for really good value. Requires 70 strength. It's like exactly the right base item that I would want for my barbarian follower. But it's like not even magical or nothing. So the helmet could also be good. Look at my guy like right now. His current helmet doesn't do shit.
I'll put that to good use.
Sell that. And then get rid of these last few things. Okay, we actually made some good income. Let's quickly travel. Talk to Akara, because she'll help us out. And we can add another 10% gold find to our charm.
Welcome back.
Interesting. Wait, it costs less. It costs 9,000 now. Interesting. Okay, well, that is going to conclude this episode. I'm going to do my best to stay awake for the rest of the day. Maybe I'll try and record some more at the same time. But also, we got to have a little bit more story time in this episode than usual. Sometimes a bit more focused on the game, but you know, today's a bit more of a chill day for me. We're getting really close to our big power spike. I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully, we'll get some more Fire Master. Maybe we'll get some more Holy Shield. Maybe we'll get an aura that we can attach to our guys for a bit more value. Concentration could work, something like that. And if you're excited to see what's next, stick around. I'll have a playlist up on the screen, which is going to have all of the Diablo 2 modded videos in them. So if this is not the most recent video, you can immediately find out what happens next in there. I will also put something random just up on the screen, because we do a lot of other cool stuff in this channel that I think is worth exploring. And the algorithm is going to pick something that you might like, so maybe check that out as well. And as always, there is the subscribe button, which I would greatly appreciate you clicking, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers this year, which is proving to be pretty difficult. At least now, 1 month into the challenge of daily uploads. And I'm trying to do daily uploads for the entire year, and I appreciate any and all motivational support in the form of clicking the subscribe button that I can get. So, wish me luck, and I'll see you next time.